Um, I guess in totality, you have to be pleased with a home section win.
I'm finding it hard to be pleased. It's not like we didn't know Jaden Davis was a good player, and for him to come in here and get 35, I'm certainly happy we won the basketball game, but we had higher expectations for that. And we gave up 59 points, the most we've given up all year. One guy had 35. We just have to do a better job on the ball than we did, and it's disappointing. In the gaps, I don't think we were very good. I thought we had 2 good days of practice too. I thought we prepared well and we understood what we were getting into and what they would be doing offensively. But we didn't do some little things well. It was a game that required, I think, a smaller lineup because of their 5-out offense. We needed guards to guard the perimeter, and we just didn't do a good enough job.
Did you have any flashbacks of last year with Mr. Reynolds?
Just expect more from our guys. It's a veteran basketball team, okay? I thought there were moments during the game where we lost our composure and things of that nature, and that's not the Red Hurricane way. I don't expect that out of a Red Hurricane basketball team. So, and again, it's one of those things that anytime our players are not performing the way we want them to perform, or competing the way we want to compete with the composure we want them to compete, that falls on me that I have to do a better job. It just simply comes down to that. If they're doing something I don't want them to do, then I got to coach them better to make sure that they're not.
On your half, Mike Wallace had 29. I think they said out there 14 rebounds.
Yeah, Mike was outstanding today. He really was. He competed really, really hard offensively, took a huge charge defensively. And again, composure has to be just a bit better when you're competing. And, it's an art to be able to compete at a high level, but also remain composed while you're doing it. And that's important because then your brain stays level, your focus stays level, and that's something he's gotten way better at. But as a group, I just think we need to be better.
Is there any way you can teach that? Last year, I don't know if this plays in any way. Last year, you didn't have a crowd. Wasn't as full as it has been out there, but there were some bad passes in bigger moments, louder moments.
And I think you have to demand it. You have to demand a certain composure and competitive spirit from your players. That's what you have to do. If you leave it up to them, and they're going to do what they feel. Well, when you're in a situation where you're competing really hard and the fire is really burning, you can get outside yourself because you're young. But if you something to talk about and demand that they remain composed, and typically you can get that.
What was it? You got up 4 points a couple times, but you could never, especially in the third quarter, early in the fourth, could never get it more than 4. It seemed like you guys were just stuck.
Just didn't do a good enough job on the ball. Simple as that. Didn't do a good enough job on the ball. And couldn't get enough stops. So credit to them. We'll work on it. We'll get better. We know we have the ability to be an outstanding defensive team, but we weren't outstanding tonight. And credit to them. It was a basketball team that played really hard, and a good basketball team. We shoot it well. We made shots early. We didn't close out. There has seemed to me to be a lack of focus at home this year. I don't feel like we've played well yet at home. It's something I need to think about.
Isaiah Boyce, I think he hit 5 threes. Do you feel like he's kind of getting back in a groove?
Yeah, Isaiah is definitely, getting back into a groove, and, obviously made some really big finishes late, and, to extend the lead. But we ended up winning the game by 8 or 9. We'll win a 9-point game. We know that. I'm pleased with Isaiah. He's definitely coming along, bringing a lot to the table.
Then you had a stretch there, I think it was early in the fourth. Mike had 2 baseline layups, and then DeJon had another baseline layup. They're all from Jonathan Anderson, driving in from about 4 feet
I think we were trying to get into a couple of sets, and they did a good job of denying the entry pass. So Joe was just playing basketball. Made a play, got into the hoop, played off the 2, good jump stop, and found guys for layups. And then on a couple other occasions, I think our guys executed some good stuff against their zone. They were good, a couple high lows.
What is maybe him and Mike Graham doing that it might not show up in the points stat sheet?
Well, I mean, just controlling the game. You know, when the ball's in either one of their hands, you know that it's in good hands. They're not going to turn the ball over. They're going to take care of the basketball. Mike Graham made a huge finish in the late in the second half in the lane. So, you know, our guys made enough plays tonight to win the basketball game, but they know exactly what it takes to win a championship, and tonight's effort will fall short of that.
It's a big week. 3 big games. You got one off the list already.
Yeah, you know, we're playing obviously a juggernaut in Monte Christian. They go 6-10, 6-7, 6-7 down across the top line. Different than the team we play tonight. So we'll have to be ready to go. You know, and they will be. You know, ready to play Newcastle, and we got to be ready to play them.
Anything else?
That's it.